Subscribe or bear the hatred of the Uchiha. Wake up to reality.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Show with another video, and today we're talking about Bleach. Now, it's been known for a minute that this new Bleach game, Rebirth of Souls, is going to be releasing soon, and it's in a weird time. I think that for me personally, I'm definitely welcoming the game. This is out there, Sparking Zero, which I mean, I think sold well, but obviously it's dead to this point. Like, it's dead right now. Like, nobody's really playing it anymore. And granted, this is the same thing I said would happen, right? Like, people was kind of like, oh, well, what happened to Sparking Zero? Like, he was so hyped about it. And I already said, like, I think that games like that have a shelf life that's not very fast. I don't think the game offered a lot of replay value. I don't want to talk about Sparking Zero though. Just saying that in a sense that this came after a very popular game that was looked upon to be like the holy grail of fighting games coming back. This is an interesting choice. I obviously I love Bleach. I think there's not enough Bleach fighting games. There are some. There's some like the Bleach Heat the Soul, I think, games on PSP that never got localized. There's like a couple of games on Wii that I thought were pretty cool. But we never had a true Bleach fighting game. At this point, we've had a couple of One Piece ones, at least one or two. Naruto, everybody knows the legendary Naruto Storm games. And then Dragon Ball Z has a crazy number of 3D fighting type games at this point. I think Bleach is definitely the one to get its just due. Even Jujutsu Kaisen just had a fighting game, and that was horrible. It's weird because I feel like at this day and age, people are really desensitized to anime fighting games. Because yes, you would definitely love to see some of your favorite anime get a fighting game because it's cool to pull off combos and you have people to play against. It's just cool, you know what I'm saying, to run through the story or whatever, depending on who makes the story. Even like Demon Slayer and Cyber Connect 2, like they did that really well. I'm a fan of Demon Slayer. I'm not a huge fan, but I would definitely say I'm a fan. I think the game was really well made. I like that this is showing us a lot of the story. I feel like Bleach is definitely like one of the least popular between the big three. One Piece has a giant following and plus a cult following. Naruto has kind of a cult following, and a lot of people just kind of like Naruto a lot. Just generally. I always thought Bleach had something of a dark horse mentality. Like it was good. Like it was a really good show. And the way they handled their filler was kind of different from everybody else. Like they did kind of the Naruto thing and did a lot of filler. But the filler arcs for Bleach were actually some of the best. Like the Zanpakuto arc, I always love to kind of rewatch that when I rewatch Bleach. But I do feel like this one is probably like the one that shined the least when looking upon the big three themselves. I think that's kind of wild because, I mean, it's definitely one of the best fashion forward anime you can ever look for. Like they always be on point. If you look at it, man, like Ichigo was really like the first isekai person, you know what I'm saying? Like, he paved the way. You know, went to this old Shinigami world and stuff. He paved the way for that. But not seriously though. I think Bleach is a good series, but no, they've not had a lot of great games. So it's kind of their time. I'm not mad at this at all. A lot of people are saying that they feel like other games, other up and coming franchises should have gotten fighting games, and I kind of agree on the sense that up and coming anime are really not finished with their story, so the games can kind of grow along with the story. But in a sense, Bleach, we've been well overdue for a game. The 1,000-Year Blood War arc came out that generated a lot of hype for Bleach products, and I think this game will actually do really well. I'm actually excited for it, to be honest. It officially came out with the release date. Looks to be the 21st. So that's gonna be very soon. That's in like 11 days. That's very soon. Now, if you don't know what Bleach is, or Bleach Rebirth of Souls, Bleach is a 1v1 anime fighting game that puts players in control of their favorite Soul Reapers and Rancars and a lot of the other iconic fighters from the series. The combat system looks pretty good. It looks pretty dynamic. You know, I'm not mad at it at all. You definitely don't want no more Storm clones. We're done with those. This one, to me, seems a little bit more simpler to Sparking Zero, but probably not as like fast paced as that game is. You got a mixture of like your Zanpakuto techniques, your hand-to-hand, and your Kido abilities. And of course, you got your Bankais, you got your Awakenings, and everything else that kind of lends to strategy there. We've already seen so many of the characters that have been announced. I mean, I've seen Hisagaya. Obviously, you know you're gonna get Ulquiorra, Renji, Bakia, Ichigo. You pretty much gonna see a main cast of characters. So I will say the Bleach is eating well. I ain't they eating well. After more than like a decade to get a new fighting game, new anime with amazing animation that's going crazy. Now, for what I've seen, and I say this in a lot of videos, and I really do mean it. When I'm following a game, even when I report on a game, report on the little bit of knowledge that I've seen. I try not to look too deep into it because I'm a guy that really likes to be entertained. I really like to kind of get in the game itself and just kind of play it without really knowing what's going to be in there. From what I've seen, it seems to be Soul Society and Hueco Mundo. So this is probably going to be a game that stretches to the end of the original Bleach. I can kind of see that happening because once the 1,000-Year Blood War arc is all said and done, they'll come out with a sequel and it'll cover stuff like that. I feel like that's kind of like the best way to look at it because I think it actually works in hindsight. Now they can either do that, they can go the Xenoverse route and actually just do DLCs to support anything beyond the original anime's run. So like basically DLCs for 1,000-Year Blood War arc and those characters. Because with the hype of that anime, you would think you want to see a lot of those characters in there. This will be developed by Tamsoft. It's published obviously by Bandai Namco. It's gonna be on PC, PS4, both the Xbox Series S and X, and PS5. I don't know which actual version I'm going to be picking up. I want to kind of go to PC because I just got a new handheld, like a ROG Ally, so I really want to play it up there and record videos for you guys. But I don't know. I think it looks good though. I think further than just what game system I'm gonna get it on, I think that it definitely looks good. I kind of been tuned in a little bit, but not too much. And I really like the way that this is actually shaping up to be. Obviously, there's 11 days left, so not much in the way of time until the game releases. So hopefully, it's everything I kind of want it to be. Like I said, I definitely think Bleach deserves a fair shake. I feel like all these other game franchises have had some bad games, some really great games. They've just had games, and we have not seen nothing from Bleach. And now it's back. It's back in full effect. So we should see a lot more things happening with Bleach lately, hopefully. With that being said, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.